it's Angie. Today I just want to do a flower cane, a simple one, with just a little bit of the orange. I've been organizing, and guess what? You know what happens. You lose your stuff. So I'll probably just, because I just want to do a strip. Actually, I'll cut this side since it's the one I've been cutting. What clay am I using? Yeah, I'm using Fimo and Primo. Running out of clay, so I'm grabbing what I can get. Okay, that's probably enough of that. Maybe even too much. I'm going to put this through the machine just so I can get a little more organized to see. Usually I do all this prior. At least now you can see what I've used. All right. Flip through here again. Just try to straighten it up a little bit. There we go. So there's my yellow. I just want to start making some canes that are more summery. And I'm also trying to get ready for a show next month too, so just going through my canes, and man, I don't have too many canes left. And I find this Fimo orange that I'm using is very crumbly. So I did go on that site there to get the Kato Soft and the Blackout or whatever it's called. Man, that cost me a fortune to get that over here in Canada. Whew, I don't recommend it. But if I didn't have so much clay and needing softening it up and not being able to get more clay, I wouldn't have bought it. You'd think that I lived like mega distance from the States, but I don't. We're just the ocean's right there. It's not far. It would probably be cheaper for me to wait and go on the catamaran when it starts running again. Go to the store, buy the clay, and come back. Honestly, and get a trip out of it, you know? Why is this so expensive? Anyway, I ordered it. I'll be using it sparingly. And they are big blocks, so. That's what happens when you're addicted to doing this stuff, I guess. You end up spending way more money than you plan. That's okay. I can put the link. I mean, I'm sure not everybody who watches me lives in Canada. But probably depending on where you live in Canada, maybe you do have access to it. All right, so here we go. I'm not being fancy with this, as you know. I'm not that kind of person when it comes to, messing around with clay. So I'll do that. And I'm just putting a strip. So I don't want a lot of orange. See, I'm not even using that little piece I took. I didn't even have to cut this in half, but it's already there, so I'm just going to stick this on here. I got an itchy nose. So because where I did do that, I'm going to put it this way to fold it up. Simply because I want most of this orange at the end, and I don't want the orange overbearing it. I just want it into the center of my flower petal. So where I doubled it and folded it, I'm going to have to try and thin it out a little bit before I put it through my machine, like so. I have never worked on this without something on it, and that might be a mistake. I never thought about that. Anyway, we'll see what happens. And I'm going to fold it up again. it up again. Like I say, I just want the little bit. And again. And as you see, again. Well, it's been March break and it's been a really crappy week for me. Although I was able to see my niece today. Yay! I had to go for blood work. And I thought my brother had told me that. She was here in Yarmouth. They sent her back down from Halifax. So I thought, I'm going to go see if I can go in and see her. And I did. So able to go see her. She is looking so much better. You know, she doesn't have any hair. And I told her, I said, you know, for someone who's lost all of their hair, I said, you still look some cute. She said, that's what Dad said. Well, it's true. He's not lying. I don't worry about stuff like that. Anyway, it was really nice to see her and hug her, and didn't want to let go. But anyway, I just hope it keeps working as well as it is. I'm going to be squishing this back up this way too. So you know what, instead of boring you guys with all this, I'm going to pause you and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we stopped shaking here a bit, this is what I have. So I'm just going to bring it down to, I think a 6 will be, what do I have it on right now? 5. I think, okay, I'll do a 5. 5 will be small enough. I'm just going to roll that out to make it thinner. There, yes, that's thin enough. Now I just got to pull it apart before it sticks to itself. And I'm going to be cutting it. Try to get in here so you guys can see as much as you can. Yeah, I put my camera back to the way it was. I don't know if it makes a difference, to be honest with you. So that's a little bit longer. That's okay. I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna cut them in. Let's see, what am I gonna cut them in? What size? Just, I guess, 1 inch. I think that's what these are, is inches. Yeah. Usually just, yeah, it's 1 inch. I find if your thumb is usually about, for most people, it's approximately 1 inch. You're suffering with heartburn. I had to have my cat put to sleep. Yep, my grizzly bear. And yep, I cried. And I cried, and I cried, and I cried. He was almost 14. Anyway, I don't want to talk sad stuff today. I'm trying to block it all out of my mind. I made Elle promise me that no more animals. Made him promise. I did. I get so attached to them. They're my babies. And then they die. Don't I sound like a happy soul tonight? Okay, let's change the subject. Yeah, Jennifer's doing awesome. I started a fundraising thing for her. I've got quite a bit of cash saved up for her already. Well, I'm going to do my donation. I got some from my parents and other people have been trickling in. It's like every little bit helps, because I mean, her husband can't work because he's got to take care of the kids and her. She still can't walk. So, yeah, she's weak. I'm going to go see her again tomorrow. See if I can massage her legs and stuff for her. Anyway, there we go. Whoops, that stuck right to my fingers. We'll get her up and walking in no time. Was debating on if I should put something in between this. What do you think, folks? I was thinking of doing some of the green stripes or green. Does that look green to you? Because it sure does not look green to me. Why I even came up with green is totally beyond me. Maybe I could put some little, I think I will. Not a lot, very thin. So I'm going to roll some out. Oh, you're probably not going to be able to see me because I got to do it off to the side now. Let me move some of these things. And yeah, I could have used my extruder, but I'm not holding my extruder out just for a little bit of snakes. I don't even know if, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Hope it turns out all right. If it doesn't, you won't see it. Well, I hope everybody's doing good and staying healthy. It's been a rough couple of years, hasn't it, with COVID and everything. Well, it's still not gone. I think that's just something we have to learn to live with. I just want them thin. I don't want a great big, you know, a great big stripe of it. I should probably try and keep it into the yellow part, eh? You're not going to be able to see it down there. There, and this one here, I'm going to bring it down some. I like it when you get those little stripy things going back and forth. I mean, this is one way of doing it. I mean, you can do it other ways. You can do bullseye cane and roll it and slice it and squeeze it and push it back together. I just thought I'd do it this way this time. And I'm just going to do one on here. My next one, move it back up, do my two. I just thought these were nice, pretty colors. Excuse me. Yeah, I moved this one over a little bit more. That's all right. It don't matter. Do what makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. Doesn't always make everybody else happy. Oh, well, they get over it. They really will get over it, I swear. And if they don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm behind on trying to keep up on my tutorials. There's just been so much going on. So much going on. This is number one. It's going to be losing count already. I think this is going to end up being bigger than what I planned on too, by looking at what I'm seeing. I was playing around with making one of these flowers the other night, just seeing how, you know, it'll look. I'll show you. That was just me playing around with it though. I didn't do anything special with it. I didn't do this. Just playing around. I could play with this stuff 24/7. Yeah, I'm losing my count. Two. Normally I can see what I'm doing, but can't see. My head's all over the place. Clay's awesome though, because you make it the way you want. You can always maneuver it. So yeah, I seen that tutorial with Susan Bailey for the blackout and the softening stuff. I thought, oh, that's what I need. But of course she lives in the States, so she probably didn't have to pay all that extra money that I had to, like, which was I think it was around $40 for shipping. I almost vomited right there on the spot. It's like, how bad do you want it, Ange? Well, when you take into consideration how dry clay can be, and it's like, yeah, you better get it. What's it gonna hurt? My payroll, my paycheck, my account, that's all. As you see, I'm just randomly putting these here. I'm not putting them in any special order, nothing. Just sticking them in there. I'm doing 2 in 1, but it's just they're not in the same spot going all the way through. Oh, excuse me for yawning. It's been a long day and it is quite late. Late here. Not even sure what time it is. I don't know if that was a 1 or a 2. It don't matter to me. Let's see what time it is. Got my phone behind me here. Oh, it's 11:35. Look at that. So yeah, it's 11:35. So I apologize if I yawn. Can't say I yawn because I'm tired. I don't feel tired, but it could be just a lack of oxygen. Isn't that what they say? Ooh, I haven't taken my insulin yet either. Just kind of remembered that. I'm going to have to get some more clay. Because I'm out. And of course, this stuff is so dry. Might take me a minute. See how flaky it is? Yeah. Get a few bars of these like this. Well, there's that $40 in shipping. Because as we know, clay is not cheap. Well, I mean, 1 block's not bad, but when you need a bunch of it, it adds up. You can only make so much out of 1 block. I might be a while rolling this. I should be rolling it on my glass top. Oh well. I took it off to clean it and I just didn't put it back on. So yeah, I thought I'd do this cane today, and I need to start making stuff. I have made a few things, but just getting everything organized. My hardest thing is pricing. Oh, I don't know if everybody else has such a problem with pricing, but I do. Like big time. Like everybody says, don't undersell yourself. Yeah, but I want to sell stuff too. So what do you do? I'll slap this piece on top. Cover that up. There we go. There's all my little end pieces. I'm just going to make this into a ball and roll it until I can cut out my 6 petals. Oh, and I already made one of these center things. I don't know what color it is. White, brown. White and brown. Off-white. I don't know. It's one I had, and I thought I just want to use that up before I start making new ones. Excuse me. So we'll just use that. Excuse me again. One, two, I gotta go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check that out. We have our 6. Just roll a little bit more because the ends are kind of crappy. I also wanted to, excuse me again, a kaleidoscope. I just got to pick out my colors as to what I want. Move that over because I'm not right on the line. There. That's what I thought. I had an extra one. Oh well. I'll put that one aside because the ends didn't come out like I wanted. I see my little, yeah, that's it. My little dots. Okay, so I want, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I want my my orange on the bottom. And the top to stay round. Like this. I'm going to pinch with this hand. That knuckle hurts. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have wrapped my leaves in something. My petals, I mean, in something. Do I know what I'm saying half the time? Doesn't sound like it, does it? I'll pretend I do, and maybe I don't. That's what I'll do. There. Now, I need this. Give this a little roll. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she has a YouTube channel. She doesn't do clay, but anyway. I was telling her about how, you know, people seem to think that it's so easy to do these tutorials. But it's not. It's really hard work. You know, the lighting, the camera, the staying in the little tiny zone you have without creeping out of it, and editing, and it's a lot of work. And it's not like you get paid to do it. That's why, you know, sometimes I say, well, I don't really say it, but I think it a lot, or I'll say it to somebody I know that's had a nasty comment. It's like, you know, until you actually do this, you might want to take into consideration what it takes to do these. And I'm not saying that to be mean, it's just I know a lot of people aren't aware of it. But there's a lot of work involved in this. Not to mention the cost. Because it costs a fair amount of cash to do this too. I mean, like I said, this stuff is not free. Your blades, your baby wipes, or whatever tissues, your 99% alcohol, your rollers, your acrylic rollers, your cutters, your pasta machine, You know, you need the UV light, and it all costs money. So I always say kudos to those, to us, for doing what we do, because we enjoy doing it. So what if we screw up a little bit here and there? Who doesn't? We're not perfect. We are far from perfect people. But we try, and we keep trying because we enjoy doing it. That's still probably too big. What do you think? No, I'm going to squish it like that anyway, because I don't want it too small either. I should probably cut the tail off too. See what I mean about screw-ups? We all do it. I'm going to be the #1 master of it. This is just who I am. But I'm going to keep going at it. Just got to make sure these babies are all lined up nice and pretty. Not just this side, but you flip it around. See? You got to check that back side. Always got to check the back side. You know when you get dressed in the morning, before you walk out the door, always look in that mirror? You got to do that with these too. Check every angle. Pick it up, check it again. Because these things move. They're like little gremlins. They move all over the place. All right. Now I thought I brought over, oh here it is. I think I did have it over at one point, my translucent clay. And this is what I'm down to translucent clay. And I know you look at it and say, well, that's a big block. This big block does not last long. It surely does not. I start chopping out stuff out of it. And I am not rolling my translucent on that part right there. So let me get out a piece of paper, which is what I should have did in the first place. And all I'm going to do, just wondering how bad my hands are, make another snake. And pinch it ever so lightly. And this is when I'm really going to make sure that they're all exactly where I want them to be. Stick it in here. And that doesn't look right. I don't know what I did there. Let's just get another piece. I'm going to cut it like this. That's how we usually do it. I don't know why I wasn't. Alright, let's set that in there. Push it together like that. Break open another spot. Pinch this into a triangle. And do it again. Oops, here's where I've got it open. Pull that one open some. And again, keep checking, making sure they're all lined up nicely. At least where the Cernet Translucent is very soft, it should mold quite nicely in here without causing any havoc towards me. And we'll stick this in here. Oh, today, I guess we're getting close to Friday. It's the last day of the week. So back to school on Monday. I imagine they're going to be full of energy. I have to wear my earplugs. No, I'm just joking. These little dots came out pretty cool. Better than what I thought they would. But it's just a flower. You can call it whatever you want. I don't know. Maybe there is a flower out there that looks like that. I don't know. I can't wait to go to the beach because I will be taking some pictures of flowers there, and I'm going to try and make them. Maybe even some of the stones that I find out there too, because there's some pretty ones. Let's see what I can come up with. I must say, Cernet Translucent is probably one of the best ones out there. Just sometimes when I get it, it's so soft I can't do anything with it. I've even mixed it with my Primo Translucent just to stiffen it up some. Had to do that before. We do what we have to do, right? So now that I made, I'll promise that we're not going to get another animal, which to me was a cat. Now I'm thinking maybe I do want another one. I don't know. I just love my fur babies so much. Let me know your opinion on that stuff, whoever's watching. And only cat lovers. I don't want any cat haters. I don't want any negative spots on my channel, if you don't mind. I'm not into negativity. I'm into being positive. But yeah, let me know how you felt about losing a cat that you really, really, truly loved, and if you got another one. If you didn't, why? I'd love to hear it. I'm serious too. I'd really love to hear it. There, let's see if this looks good on both sides. Not bad, eh? I don't do great at reducing and stuff, so. It's not that I can't do it. I'm always in such a hurry. I just don't take the time to, let it do the right thing. Okay, this on number 2. That's what I'll roll around it. Got a little bit of orange in there. Don't care, don't care. Bigger things to stress over than a little bit of orange clay in my translucent, right? I could go, yeah, go around there nice. You see it? That's all right, I don't care. Just cut it off anyway. Like that. Was I off focus here, off the camera again? Probably. I'm good at that, aren't I? I want to keep the pieces there that don't have any color in it. Alright, I always just pinch in the middle when I reduce. Slowly work my way out to the edge. Turn it around and do the same thing. I'm not reducing this a whole lot. Why? And then I always do this. Give it a little push. And then I'll roll it out some more. Just try to save those ends, right? Because I don't want to reduce this too much because I haven't decided what I'm making with it. But I will be making something. Hence why I did the translucent. Because if I knew what I was doing with it, like say if it was going to be a white background or something, I would have just put white on it. But I don't know what I'm doing. Might end up on black, could end up on purple. Who knows? Let's make it flashy, right? Maybe even a little pink. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Throw that over there in my mixed stuff. these ends off. Oh, she's really soft because I really squished the crap out of it. Let me just get this on my alcohol. Here we go. Oh. Now I'll put another slice through and see what happens. That was better. Much better. Looks kind of cute, eh? Can you see it? There you go. And there's our pretty little flower. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's going to be pretty on whatever I decide to put it on. But I always cut the ends off. And here, let me show you what I did with my other one. This one here, I didn't. Oh, my chair's making so much noise and squeaks. Because you can see I didn't really do much with it. This is just end pieces, but I thought they're so cool. And what you can do is, I don't know if I have a round cutter, but I don't know if it's big enough. Just cut around it. And make some earrings. Something so simple. Whoops. Let me see. You don't want to see me. I'll scare you. Yeah. See? Make a pair of earrings with it or whatever. That's what I do with these. Like I'll turn it around this way and I'll flatten it out. Or I'll make beads with it. Depending on what I'm going to do. But I mean, you're still going to roll out your cane even more, so you're going to have more scrap clay. Apologize again. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.